Once there was a miller who was very poor and very boastful that he had a beautiful daughter named Lisa. The miller lied to the king about Lisa who could turn straw into gold. The king was so delightful and took Lisa to the tower room which full of straw and a spinning wheel. The king demanded Lisa to turn the straw into gold in 3 days or else she would be sentenced to death. Lisa was very sad as she was not able to grant the king's wishes. Then, a stranger appeared suddenly and offered Lisa a help. The stranger was known as Rumpelstiltskin, who spun straw into gold, and in return Lisa gave him her necklace and ring. The king became so greedy and wanted more gold. Then, the king asked his servant to search for every last wisp of straw in the countryside so that Lisa could turn the straw into gold, and promised her that she would become his queen if she granted his wishes, or else he cut off her head. As Lisa was sitting sadly on the floor, Rumpelstiltskin appeared for the 3rd time and offered his last help to Lisa. In return, Lisa had nothing to reward him. Rumpelstiltskin spun the straw into gold, and for a promise, Lisa would give her firstborn child to him after she became a queen. After a year, the king and Lisa had a baby son. Rumpelstiltskin returned to claim his reward. The queen was frightened and offered him all the wealth she had if she could keep the child. Rumpelstiltskin refused and finally agreed to give up his claim to the child if the queen could guess his name. The queen, desperate to keep her child, tried to guess Rumpelstiltskin's name. She sent her servants to gather information from all around the kingdom, and one of them overheard a strange little man singing his name, Rumpelstiltskin, near the forest. Armed with this knowledge, the queen confronted Rumpelstiltskin and correctly guessed his name. He was furious that his name had been discovered, but he had to honor his promise. He gave up his claim to the child, took the wealth the queen offered, and disappeared into the forest. The queen and the king were relieved to keep their child, and they learned a valuable lesson about the consequences of greed and deception. They lived happily ever after, with their beautiful son, knowing that honesty and integrity were far more valuable than gold.